Welcome back. Welcome back. It's another season. It's another season. Day one just happened. We're recording this right before, but we have our top 50 players going into the season this year. I made the list. Finn and Slim are going to tell me if these guys should be higher or lower. We got some pretty graphics to go along with it, and these took fucking forever. So if you want to be a dog, subscribe and like this video. Watch the whole thing because it's going to be a good one. But let's just get right into it. Okay. So we got 50 to 46 here. At 50, we have Darius Garland. At 49, we have LaMelo Ball. 48, OG Anunoby. 47, Mikal Bridges. And 46, Jared Allen. Some notable guys that could have been on this list that I didn't put on, I'll just give you the spoiler, is like Brandon Ingram, guys like that. Jalen Green, Cade Cunningham are all guys I did not have on this list. So those you can keep those in mind.
Is this value or is this skill?
This is a combination of what I saw last year at more like 75 and then 25 projecting a little bit into this year.
I don't know if Mikal's a top 50 player.
He might not. He might be. He might not be. But I think he's gonna have. I think he's gonna have a good year this year. I think he's gonna give you 18 or 15 to 18 and like 4 and 4. I think that's very and with A+ defense. I think that's the important thing with him. But yeah, you think he should be off?
I think he should be off. I think there's a couple guys that come to mind. Some you just listed, some you didn't. Again, I got to see the rest of the list, but
I think DG's definitely should be up there with Jared Allen. Just for the sake of this list, I like OG Anunoby right where he's at, but I think DG. I think DG should be over LaMelo and Mikal.
Okay. Yeah, I was debating putting Brandon Miller there instead of LaMelo, but it didn't seem right, and I just think that LaMelo.
No, that wasn't right. That wouldn't have been right.
And still, I think LaMelo is. People are underrating how good LaMelo is, and I felt like he should be on this list. Also, I obviously he's not going to be this low, but I did not put Kawhi Leonard on the list because he is hurt going into the year. Just keep that in mind. Okay, at 45, I have Jaren Jackson Jr. 44, my most hated motherfucker, Rudy Gobert, but had to respect the depoy. 43, Julius Randle. 42, Kristaps Porzingis. 41, DeMar DeRozan.
No qualms.
Wow.
I mean, I got to see the rest of the list, but
yeah.
Do you think anyone from the tier below should be ahead?
Jaren Jackson Jr. you might have high, even though I understand where you're coming from. Kristaps, again, if we're talking impact, I think he deserves to be far higher than 42.
Maybe.
I mean, he was a massive reason that I don't know.
I mean, he just wasn't there for the finals, so I can't give him credit for how good or bad he played. He did have one really good game, but moving on. At 40, I got Evan Mobley. At 39, I got Derek White. 38, Drew Holiday. 37, Scotty Barnes. And 36, Chet Holmgren. You guys do not like this one, I can tell.
That just seems really high for Chet for me.
That's where I'm at with it. But
really,
the boy balled out. He definitely balled out, and I can see his impact. Taking a look at Oklahoma City, where they were for the majority of 82, and making it as deep as they did, second round exit. I think that was pretty nice, especially for technically being his rookie season. His impact, I can see it, but. And I know he's gonna be that cat this season too, so I feel it, but it don't look right.
Derek White,
Slim.
Derek White should be far above Chet. Matt,
really?
That is
Olympian.
That is true, but that's not, dude. And I also think Drew.
This is also projecting into this year.
I know, but Drew should also be leaps and bounds ahead of Chet. Both of them. Massive impact on a final. I mean, I'm loving the Celtics slander. I'm never going to stop anybody from slandering the Celtics.
This isn't slander. They have 5 guys in the top 50.
It's like you're going a certain direction with it. But I think Drew and Derek White should be miles ahead of Chet.
Okay, but no, not Scotty Barnes.
I'm kind of indifferent about Scotty Barnes. I don't know. I got to see more from him. But I understand where you're coming from. But it's just like, dude, you're talking about Derek White and Drew Holiday. They're both like elite.
I agree. They're top 40 players in the NBA who average less.
I know, but like, all right, continue.
But Side note, how do we like the graphics? They look good.
They look phenomenal.
Beautiful.
Drop a like for
including projection for this year. I can feel it. Yeah.
This is a ridiculous list.
At 35, I got Jalen Williams. At 34, I got Jamal Murray. 33, Pascal Siakam. 32, Lauri Markkanen. And 31, James Harden. I think I know where everyone's going with this. James Harden's too high. Yes.
I don't even think James Harden's too high.
No.
That I have no problem with. I more have a problem with Drew Holiday being below Jamal Murray. That's bonkers to me. Bonkers.
Jamal, tough.
I mean, they're pretty close. It's just, for me, what Jamal did in that first round versus the Lakers, I thought was unbelievable. Those game winners, and just when it's playoff time, he's unbelievable. And he's the number 2 on his team. Like, I can't knock a guy down. I do think that they're both really impactful in what they do, but it's just, I think Jamal Murray is just a little bit better offensively. I mean, this
is a hot take. Now that I'm thinking about it, I might think that Drew Holiday is a top 20, 25 player in the NBA.
I don't know if you'll think that once we get moving.
That's fine. That's why I said it might be. I don't know. I mean,
you gotta clip my face. I'll clip my face on this one. I'll make a clip out of it. But that's a hot take.
Okay. At 30, I got De'Aaron Fox. 29, I got Trae Young. 28, I got Karl-Anthony Towns. 27, Sabonis. And 26, Paul George.
I think Cat's low.
Really?
I think Cat's low. I mean,
this is actually really glad we did this and you guys didn't know who I put where, because I actually really wanted to get your opinion on this.
I think Cat's low. I think so. And me and Sabonis have a rocky relationship. I'm not a fan of his at all. I understand the impact. He's great. He's double-double machine. He helps winning basketball, but like, he's not a better player than De'Aaron Fox or Trae Young.
Yeah, he is. He is, bro.
So you think he's the best player on the Kings?
Yeah. I was looking into the numbers. Sabonis is really fucking good, man. I didn't take this list lightly.
I know you did.
I was looking into this, and Sabonis is really good. I almost put him top 25.
And Maddie was anti-beam team all last season.
I didn't like Sabonis. I went and I watched the starting 5 doc, and I saw Sabonis as a dude. Seems like a genuine dude.
So you're swayed by the media?
No. And then I went and looked into the numbers again, and it reaffirmed or countered what I originally thought. And I do think that he's going to have I think he's going to have a 2014-8 season. I think that's how good he's going to be this year.
He could average a triple.
We're going to have to come back to that.
Okay. Just watch. I think he's going to be different.
Again, I'm doing my job by contesting you here, but
Trae Young at 29, Slim. Are we okay with that?
I like the positions on this list. I can understand, and because I haven't seen the rest of the list, I'm not gonna complain. I like that you put these group of guys with Trae. I love Swiper. I respect Cat. Sabonis is my guy. I rock with Sabonis. And PG, I know PG's tough as well, so I'm not upset.
Wait, Slim. You know what this is unearthing right here? Matt thinks that Trae Young is far superior than Darius Garland. Look at his list.
The
argument's over.
I had to put Darius down. He had a bad year.
He did.
I'm just putting it out there that we've had this debate. I don't know.
We have, and this
more
was
times than I can count on one hand, and then you go ahead and put him 20 spots ahead. Just something to think about.
I'll probably move Trae later along this video, but we got to see who's
pressed, honestly, I think.
But I think it's going to get really tight here.
Gotta see
this is where it got really tough for me. At 25, I got Paolo. At 24, I got Tyrese Haliburton.
You fucking tripping. This is where I'll draw the line. Nah.
What's the problem?
Let me get through
you're
it.
Tripping.
At 23, I got Bam.
Trae is better than Hallie. We not doing this.
23, I got Bam. 22, I got Kyrie. And 21, I got Jaylen Brown.
Well, Slim, did you think he wouldn't be on the list?
I wasn't thinking about that, nigga. Honestly, I'm putting Trae over Tyrese every day of the fucking week.
I strongly disagree.
We're a big time pro Tyrese pod.
Not anymore. But this team also just went to the conference finals. I got to give him credit for that, even though he shot 8 times in a playoff game. But
Cleveland.
I'd rather him
hurt.
shoot 8 and be efficient than shoot 30 and be inefficient. I'll say
Cleveland hurt. New York hurt. Milwaukee hurt.
Yeah, talk some shit.
What are we talking about?
That's not a bad take. Now, you have Jaylen Brown at 21. That's the finals MVP.
I know. I was trying to put him higher, but it's really hard to put him any higher than this. There was one iffy one or one or two iffy ones that he could have been higher than, but no comments on Paolo top 25. Felt like that was just,
I have no problem with that.
I thought he was
Kyrie's.
Really,
I'm all the way in.
They should be
Kyrie's
bumped down.
low?
I'm moving. No, I'm moving Trey at 22 so far. Rearrange all the rest of them. Trey at 22.
But I have no problem with Paolo being top 25, Matt. I'm all the way in.
At 20, I got Victor Wembanyama. He's the hardest guy in the world to rank because I wanted to take more into account of what I saw last year and not just fully projecting, because I legitimately think he could be a top 10 player in the NBA after this year. Like, I really do. So don't take him at being at 20 as a slight to him. I think this is where he, like, right now, it's for this season, would I take these guys over him? And I'm still iffy on if I would take anyone in this tier. I just know that they're proven and a little bit more to me. But 20, I got Wemby. 19, I got Zion. 18, Dame. 17, Maxey. 16, Jimmy Butler.
What am I going to say?
Fuck Jimmy Butler.
Matt, what am I about to say? Who on this list is unbelievably low?
Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, you got Maxey low.
No, I don't. That's the point.
You do, because, and we're going to see on the next screen, but right now, he is a better player than Jimmy Butler. And that's the only person I see who's ahead of him.
He might be, but still.
This guy's second guessing his own list.
I think Zion better than Jimmy Butler, too. Zion and Dame.
Jimmy Butler's a dog, bro. Jimmy Butler's a dog. This team just went to the finals 2 years ago. Like, he's really fucking good. Like, his dad died and he had to go down. He got hurt.
Tyrese is way better than him.
Tyrese? Oh, I thought you were talking about Halliburton. I was about to say no shot. But yeah, maybe. Maxey at top 20, I think, is major respect, though. Either
no,
way.
It is respect. You're giving him props, but and I think he is better than Dame right now. I'd rather have him than Dame on my team.
Okay. And here we go into the top 15. I got Devin Booker at 15, Ja Morant at 14, Donovan Mitchell at 13, Jalen Brunson at 12, and Jason Tatum at 11.
No problem.
No complaints?
My first group. Yeah, I have no problem with
you.
This
look
group.
Like you're going to make a complaint.
Ja been gone. And so I'll let this slide.
You can't argue for him being in the top 10.
I think Trey that guy. That's all I say. I'll say that.
Okay. All right. Well, Trey is long gone from being in this category.
I told y'all I'm going to complain. Every time I see something, I'm going to complain.
You think Trey's better than Ja right now?
I think Trey doesn't get the credit that he deserves. I'm not dissing Ja. And like I said, Ja been gone for a minute. Ja is that cat. No diss. But I think Trey should be over Jimmy Butler. And I think he neck and neck with Ja, and maybe Book maybe be too low. Damn, I fucked that up. Book may be too low.
You have a massive gap between Tatum and Jaylen Brown, which I think is interesting. I'm just commenting on it. Well, I think it's interesting.
I know Jaylen Brown won Finals MVP, and I thought that it was really close between the two of them. And Tatum had a couple games, but for me, it's just like Tatum's just better at everything than Jaylen Brown. And yes, he didn't win Finals MVP, but if you ran that series back again, he probably wins it 75% of the time. Like, that's just where I'm at. So I do think Tatum's the better player. I don't think that's really up for debate. Like, I think they're going to probably repeat and he'll be Finals MVP this year. Like, that's just how it's going to go. And into the top 10, I know some people, you guys are going to have some complaints, but Anthony Edwards at 10, Anthony Davis at 9, Joel Embiid at 8, Steph Curry at 7, and KD at 6.
That's unbelievably low for
him.
It's
not low.
Yeah,
Anthony Edwards is really good.
He's better than Anthony Davis right now. I'd rather have him on my team than Embiid right now. I'm not going to say anything about Steph or KD, but if you're telling me tomorrow for this next upcoming NBA season, you'd rather have Anthony Davis or Joel Embiid on your team over Ant, you're smoking dick.
I probably would.
You're smoking dick.
I don't know. Embiid's tough too, but health being a factor.
That is true. But I'm saying if everyone's healthy, I think, and playing, like,
You're
to me, if everyone's there playing their best, I think I would have Anthony Davis and Joel Embiid ahead of Anthony Edwards.
No cap.
He's top 10 in the NBA. He's didn't even like
bonkers.
No complaints.
I hope he does move up. I hope he does, but I can't put him there.
It almost seems like you do. It almost seems like you don't.
And then in the top 5, I got LeBron at 5. I got Giannis. I got Giannis at 4, Shea at 3, Jokic at 2, and Luka at 1.
He tripping. He's tripping.
LeBron's too high.
Best player in the NBA? No, LeBron I think is fine.
Oh, okay.
Luka, you don't like Joker's the best player on the planet right now.
No, he's not.
I don't know. Who do you think's the best then, Shea?
Yeah, again, I'm going to take a lot of flack for this. I mean, I think it's legitimately the best player in the NBA right now.
Okay, that's insane.
And this isn't just like, oh, we're watching Team USA and he's not going to do as much as LeBron, KD, or Steph because they're veterans and they've been there before. We're talking about next season right now. I'm taking
I'm taking one season. I'm taking all of these guys before anything.
Disagree.
There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it to me.
Thoroughly disagree.
I think you could argue with me about Anthony Davis just for next year.
Anthony Davis?
You could argue with me, but
shit,
Embiid, Steph, KD, and this top 5, I can't see it.
Holy shit!
For 1 year, I'm not talking the next 5.
I'm not either. I'm talking about tomorrow when the games tip for the 2024-2025.
Saying you would want Ant over Jokic or Luka or Shea or Giannis is laughable. To be honest.
Absolutely would.
You tripping, gang?
Insane.
It's fine.
Okay.
I think Bron is appropriately placed.
Okay, because one of my roommates had a real problem with that, saying I was being very biased. I said, did you not just watch him in the Olympics?
I
watch him in the playoffs?
I feel like that's a mildly inappropriate comment because we all know you would not be partial here.
No, and could I argue that Steph, KD, and Bron you can put them in any order? Yeah, you can. I'm going to give the edge to LeBron. Sue me. His team went the farthest in the playoffs.
First time ever that I'd agree with that. That's fine.
Folks sleep on AD too now.
I'm not. He's top
Matt
10.
just said that he'd put AD over a lot of it. So look, this is where we need people in the comments because you got old guys like Matt who are controlling the media, not allowing the Ant. Seriously, hold on. No, I'm saying not allowing the Ant narrative to be pushed, and he's not the only one doing this.
I am as pro Anthony Edwards as humanly possible. That's top 10 in the NBA.
I'm not even running a bit. I'm not running a bit right now.
I know you're not, which is the concern.
I think that is absurd.
Like, I know you hate Embiid, but
it's not even a hate Embiid thing. It's not even because of that. I think Embiid
it is. Yes,
it's a little bit, but it's not the whole thing. And I think Embiid is dominant. That's not where I'm coming from.
You think Ant is better than KD
right now? And I hate to say that because KD's my second favorite player of all. KD's my second favorite player of all time. Did he not just go toe-to-toe with him and beat him in the playoffs last year?
If you and Slim are agreeing on something, this is bad take by you, Finn. That's a fact.
Without the development.
Bingo. And shout out to Maddie. I'll say this. I'm not sure Anthony Edwards is a better shooting guard than Devin Booker, Donovan Mitchell, or Jaylen Brown.
I really hope, and I know nobody will come to my defense, but I really hope that people rally behind me here.
I mean, like, I really do hope he gets into that top 5. I think he has the potential to do it, but right now I can't put him over those guys. I just can't. Maybe the highest I could put him is 9.
So. You're Matt taxing.
Matt tax. Ooh, I like that.
I want to see it a little
Matty tax.
I want to see if
that will be used.
Do it again. I want to see if he can do it again. If this team is a top 3 seed again and they have 58 wins, I'm going to be really impressed.
I'm not going to turn this into an Ant Glaze fest, but this kid is the real fucking deal. He's about to win MVP this year. So
Shea's going to win it, but Ant's my second pick. It's my final 3 for MVP.
So you have the most
Luka,
valuable. You have the guy who you think is going to be coming second for the most valuable player in the NBA. And now, so third. You have the guy who's going to come in third for the most valuable player in the NBA. Then you're going to list guys you want on your team next year, and you're going to put them at 10.
Yeah, because the MVP is not just about guys that I would want on my team. I would want Anthony Edwards over all these guys below. But I think that I would think that Jalen Brunson and Jason Tatum have a better chance of winning MVP than Anthony Edwards does.
Media narrative. Love Ant.
Wait, say that again.
I do too. Like you're trying to pretzel this into me.
No, I'm not.
Anthony
I'm
Edwards
actually passionate about this, dude. Passionate about this.
Maddie,
you just turn around, put your hands on the wall, and put your cheeks out for him. Why don't you? At this point,
it's not even what it is, dude. If anything, you're doing backflips on Anthony Davis, Joel Embiid, Steph Curry, and the rest of the top 5.
That's not even close to true.
Landing directly in the same spot that you jumped from. I'm not going to go into any more detail.
Okay, that seems like a good point, but give me a top 50 list rating out of 10. Give me a rating out of 10. Slim, you first. Just number, and then we'll wrap this up.
My number is better than ESPN.
Okay, I mean that's not really much comp.
But
give me like
a scale of 1 to 10. 1 to 10.
Yeah. I mean, you can do like 8.6, 9.8. Probably 10 out of 10 probably works.
You're trying to sway the vote there.
I give you about a 9.3.
Okay.
Ooh, that's bonkers. It's a 0 list.
Dude, actually.
No, it's not a 0 list. It's an 8-1 list. It's
out of 50, out of it. God, but that's all, folks. Goddamn. Out of 50 players, I'm only moving about 4 or 5 guys. So I
okay, that's respectable. Yeah, that deserves it. Finge is deducting 2 full points because of Anthony Edwards.
That's not why there was other stuff earlier in the list. It's an 8-1 list. I'll push you over the 8s. It's an 8-1 list, and no round numbers, no rookie scores. It's an 8-1 list.
Okay, but
I don't think Anthony Edwards is better than Zion Williamson.
And we can have that conversation another day, but you will be chastised for that. That's unbelievable.
Yeah, that's insane. But that's it for this one. This, you know what? This also inspired a lot of this.
J12.
This inspired a lot of would you rather's, this or that. So I'm intrigued. But
yeah, for sure. It's a great point.
And peace.